Mary Bell, Newcastle Child Killer, by Stu Armstrong. Chapter 1. Scotswood, Newcastle. Scotswood, where Mary Bell grew up in the 1960s, had barely changed since the war. It was a slum area with all the social problems that come with years of neglect and deprivation. There were a lot of notorious families in the area who were well known to the police for drunkenness, minor petty crime, and that sort of thing. There were a lot of pubs in that area, a legacy from the days of the factory and heavy industrial area, and it was common for husbands to be drunk, and calls to the police were very frequent to respond to fights in the houses and in the streets. Mary lived in a generally bad area. Almost every other house had a prostitute of some sort, and it shows that she shared that kind of environment growing up. It's a hard life for people who have to live amongst this constant battle, trying to determine who was in the right and who wasn't. In the back-to-back housing estates of Scotswood, children like Mary were left to play unsupervised for hours in the streets. It was a time of growing prosperity in Britain, but this newfound wealth never quite made its way to Newcastle's West End, with many living in abject poverty. The mums used to keep the coal in the kitchens, because they wouldn't put it in the bunker outside in case it was stolen. They wouldn't hang any washing outside in case it was stolen. The vast majority of houses didn't have much, but they just used to get on with it. Newcastle was in the grip of massive redevelopment. Slums were being knocked down to make way for new high-rise flats, and the demolition sites of Scotswood Rat Alley would become a children's playground as the city changed by the day. For all of its faults, and there were legion, Scotswood, like most of Newcastle, was well known to be a friendly place. Nobody had anything, so it had community spirit.